Hello and welcome. Today I will demonstrate how to easily add a new audio service from scratch in the Paneda headend system. My name is Thomas and I'm one of the lead developers here at Paneda. The first thing we need to do is to define the input sources. So let's go to input sources, then we have audio inputs and we have PAD inputs. PAD is program associative data, and is the data that is broadcasted together with the audio, such as text and images. Let's start by adding a PAD input. So click the Add button, source name, my first PAD, create it, and select it. We have here the DLS, which is the text settings. We can use none from text file or from audio metadata. Let's start by selecting the text file option. With the text file option, we can add some static text by editing this file here to the right. So this will be broadcasted. And we save it. Yeah, now it's updated a few seconds ago, as you can see. And we can also upload images that will be broadcasted together with the audio. So I'm gonna go to my other screen and find some images. Then I simply drag and drop them here, and when I release them, they are automatically uploaded. So now we have 5 images here, and let's say that I changed my mind, so I don't want this one anymore. I just tick the box and click the delete. Now we only have 4 images. This information here is now static. So the images will be broadcast in a slideshow, and the text will be this text until you change it. But if you can see here, we have the post URLs here, which can be copied with just one click. And they can be added into a third-party program, which will automatically update the text and image with the song, so you can get images and text that correspond to the song that is playing. If you contact us, we will gladly recommend such a system. Okay, now we have the PAD input ready. Let's go to audio input, and we will create a new audio input. Let's call it my first input and click create. It's highlighted so you easily find it. And you select it. So you need to select the type here. We can have AES67, which is UDP, RTP, audio, or Livewire, or whatever it's called. And we have the multicast group, channel ID, and you can see here if we change the channel ID, the multicast group is updated accordingly. We can also change the multicast group, and the channel ID follows. We have the port, the input interface. This computer only has one interface, but this is otherwise the interface that we will bind the multicast group to. The sample rate of the incoming audio, bit depth, volume, let's get back to that one soon. AES3, hardware inputs, just select which input you want. Web stream, super easy. I'm just gonna copy a link here. We just put in a HTTP address to the radio station. This is one of the radio stations from the public broadcaster here in Sweden. We can also optionally select the HTTP proxy if we have one, otherwise just leave it blank. The volume, I'm just going to say that 100 means 100% of the input volume, so 100 equals no change. Use this carefully as it may introduce clipping, but you can, if you want to, make smaller adjustments to the volume. Okay, let's save this one. Then we go to the service configuration tab up here, and we create a new service configuration. Let's call this one my service config. Create it, select it. Up here we have some action buttons. You can add audio service, and we expand the card. Lots of settings, but just let's go over them from the top. Service label, the label of the service. Let's select my first label. Oh, sorry, the label. The keyboard doesn't like me today, but anyway, my first label. As the short label, let's select my first. Here we have sub-channel ID, service ID, source type. This is audio, so audio source type here. Let's select the audio source, my first input, the PED source, my first PED, codec type, or the audio codec. Let's select the open source codec. Audio bitrate, let's select, we just have one service now, so we can use a little bit more, 144 or something. Stereo, no SBR, that's fine. 48 kilohertz, yes, that's fine. Equal error protection 3A, that's what we recommend normally. The PED bitrate, we can increase this a little bit now when we have so much to spare. 20 kilobits per second. Yes, we have slideshow in this service. Yes, we want to include some static program type. This is in Swedish, and the program type I would say is pop music. Okay, and then we can easily activate this ASAP and activate, and you can see my service config successfully booked, and you have the date here when it will be on air. Okay, so that's pretty much it. This demonstrated how you can get a new audio service up and running on air in a Paneda headend system within minutes, including slideshow and text. But let me show you one more thing. If we go back here to the input sources and the PED inputs and the inputs source we created, we have these DLS settings. We had none, from text file, or from audio metadata. And the audio metadata, it only works if you have a web stream, and that web stream embeds metadata about the audio, such as now playing the title of the song or something. And we can actually see if any metadata is available directly in our GUI. So let's go to the status tab, and then we select the audio levels. We can see here my first input. We can see the volume of it, the VU meters. But we can also see here the metadata that is currently present in the stream. So right now we can see the song that is being playing is Carrying You Home by Sara Larsson. And this particular stream also has the station title. Okay, so what if we want this metadata to be broadcasted in the PED stream as the DLS text instead of the static text that we selected earlier? Well, very easy. Go back to input sources, PED inputs, my first PED, and we select from audio metadata and update. You can see here now this is grayed out because it's not used anymore. And we also need to do one more thing. We need to reconfigure the system. So we can go back to service configuration, and we just click the activate button, activate my service config, yes. Okay, that's it. Now we have a service on air using the images that we uploaded, but the text from the metadata in the web stream. Quite nice, I think. Easy to use, and not much more than that. So thank you. I hope to see you again in another video soon. Okay, goodbye.